Welcome back, everyone. This is Mondo All Day, back with another video. And in this video, I'll be doing an overview of Guy Gardner. This is going to be Guy Gardner from the Green Lantern Corps storyline. And as you can tell, this is going to be the Platinum one, which I ordered the regular one, but Best Buy gave me the Platinum one, which is fine, I guess. As always, I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth the purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. So the front of the box, the side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. And this is going to be the number 32 of the collector's edition figures from McFarlane. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, we do come with a card. The front of the card looks like for Guy Gardner. The back of the card. And it does come with multiple accessories. It comes with a yellow lantern. Very basic looking yellow lantern, just with the matte yellow in the middle. It does come with an extra pair of hands. It does come with a trigger hand on a pair of trigger hands. So there's two of them. And I'll just show you the hand on here with the yellow ring on it. And I noticed the ring has like a little bit of a yellow, but a little bit of glitter to it. So there's a bit of a shine to it. But the hand itself, there's not much to it. It does come with a right pointy hand. And of course with the yellow lantern ring. And it comes with a left fist. And it comes with multiple facial expressions. Or here is going to be him being serious on here. You get the painted lips, the eyebrows, the eyes. Right. Regular, normal eyes. I wish it came with the white eyes with the... But obviously, Guy Gardner doesn't have like a face mask or anything like that. But yeah, this regular human eyes. So in terms of the facial expression, it's fine. It's nothing amazing or anything like Captain Cold, but this is fine. And here's going to be the other face. A nice little smirky grin on there. Something that Guy Gardner does quite often, even in the comics. So there it is right there. Again, painted nice brown lips on it. The eyebrows, the eyes, and the facial expression. Again, in terms of the detail, it's good, but it's not great. Not Captain Cold. So if you have Captain Cold, you know what I'm referring to. Because that Captain Cold, the paint on it just looks so much better in quality. This doesn't look bad. It's just kind of, yeah. And it also comes with a different hairstyles. Here we have the bowl cut, and here we have the traditional kind of combed back hair for Guy Gardner. You got, of course, the brown with a little bit of orange on there. Right. And here's the bottom of it. So if you want to see how it looks, boom, there you go. And of course, comes with a regular puck stand. And with these new collector's edition, no card stand itself. That's been gone. Alright, let's do the articulation on this figure. So head, my camera can pick it up. Left, ooh, so stiff. Left, right, up, down. Shoulder. Bicep. Elbow. Wrist. Torso, I guess. I mean, doesn't have the typical torso on here. It's all one piece, but it does do swivel. And then leg articulation. Knees. Ankles. And toes as well. Mine's a little stiff right now. So overall, the articulation of this figure, it's good. It's just a torso. There's an abdomen, I should say. There really isn't much because, well, it's just all one piece. Similar to Wonder Woman. Now let's talk about the figure itself. Because, man, this figure, people have been wanting Guy Gardner. We finally got him. There's a bit of a problem. Okay. One, let's talk about the figure. I mean, the detail and the facial expression on this one. It is a weird looking Guy Gardner. But something that I can see Guy Gardner having a facial expression. Like excited. But I wouldn't say angry because it's not just excited to see someone. Okay, probably like a hot alien or different planet female. So here's going to be the teeth on there, the tongue, the eyes, the eyebrows. And here we have that bowl cut, the famous bowl cut. I say famous because, well, in the new Superman movie, it's going to be Guy Gardner. And, of course, Nathan Fillion's going to be Guy Gardner. And he has that bowl cut. And it does look hideous on here. Hey, that's in the comments. They gave him a bowl cut. And McFarlane brought it here. Similar to the other hair piece, you also have it here on the actual bowl cut, which is more of the orange with the light brown in it. This is more of the dark brown with a little bit of orange. This is the opposite. It's more orange with the brown on it. And here we have the back of the head, right? Really like really trimmed up hair in the back here. And of course, the big controversial part of this figure. It's going to be the whole face plate. It's not as bad as Huntress, because the Huntress one, oof, the whole headpiece here, it's just really off. And this figure, it's not that bad. It's fine, right? You can't, I mean, once you look up close, you can really see that portion right there. It doesn't really stick that well. But even from a distance, you can't really tell. On certain angles, you really can't. But when you look up close, like right now, you can really see, right? It's not 100% fixated or flushed in, so it really does pop, and it's kind of a deal breaker for some people. For me, it's fine, but even if you hold it at certain angles like this, it works fine, right? Of course, from a distance, you can't really tell, and of course, if you have a certain angle, you can't really tell. And let's take a look at without it. So here he is with the tongue out, right? And of course, the faceplate just put in the holes just like so, and then the hair does pop up. Boom, there's that. So if you want to have like a bald looking Guy Gardner. Here's going to be the big problem with this, the really big problem. You know, the whole design here, it's not as bad as Huntress. This is fine. But the big problem on this particular figure, this whole headpiece, which I'm sure you can tell by now, the skin tone. 3 different skin tones. Look at this ear. Pink, right? Look at this one. It's like a burnt up sun. Went to the summer, like, went to the, summer out, like, in Arizona with the hot weather, and you got a tan, right? You're no longer, like, pink. It's more of, like, burnt up pink. But yet, also here, look at his neck. You can see perfectly clear what I mean. Look at that. The skin tones don't match up. The face, ears, and the neck, the skin tone does not match up, which this particular version, it looks really bad. And I say this particular version because I know there's a regular one. I didn't get the regular one. As I mentioned, I wanted the regular one. I got the platinum one, which is fine, but if I do get the regular one, we'll see how that looks. But this one, though, yeah, the skin tone, it just does not match. So if you're one of those individuals like it has to match, you're gonna be disappointed. And I can see people getting disappointed because it doesn't match. Like, once you see it, the skin tone difference in colors, you cannot unsee it anymore. Especially like this ear right here, pink, and then like a burnt up pink, and then this is like a regular. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's gonna be a deal breaker for some people, and I can really tell. And you know what? I'm not gonna hate on it. So that's a bit of a downside in this figure. But with the headpiece itself, it looks good. I mean, the 3 facial expressions, they're fine. They're Guy Gardner. Just the whole faceplate is fine, not the greatest, but the skin tone is going to be a bit of a bummer. Here we have the arms, just really huge shoulders, bicep and triceps. Here we have forearms on here with the jacket, almost like it's rolled up, I'm assuming. And then here we have the open hand with the white gloves on here. And then this side is going to be that closed fist with the white gloves. And similar sculpture design is also here in the forearm. Also present here on the other side. And of course the upper body is going to be like a navy blue. And here we have the torso. Underneath you can see like the white shirt type of thing. But here we have, which is, I believe, the yellow lantern. Oh, let me show you the ring. The yellow lantern ring. So I'm not familiar with this particular version of Guy Gardner. I know he does turn into a red lantern in one of the stories, where I believe Kyle Renner does die and Guy Gardner gets really pissed off. So I was really hoping for a red Guy Gardner, but we got this one. I'm not familiar with this one, so I don't know much about it. But hey, whatever, I got it. And yeah, here's going to be the front of it with that logo. And let's take a look at the back. Not much to it, just wrinkle, like jacket type of thing. There's a bit of a downside to this though, because this here, if you look at it, Right? Just navy blue, not much to it. But the arms have a shine to it. I mean, you can see perfectly clear what I mean. Look at that. Arms are shiny. I mean, yeah, the arms are shiny, but the vest is not. It just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So, overall, the upper body on this figure, it's good. The downside is going to be the headpiece itself, the whole head part, because skin tone paint, it is a bummer. The faceplate doesn't sit flush very well. Even if you press it in as much as possible, it can look flush, but once you kind of let go, you can see that, what I mean? It just, yeah. So, bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So, the upper body, the torso, it's good. Just the head portion is just a bit unfortunate. And, of course, the whole arms are shiny, but the upper body is not. Just a bit of a downer. Excuse me. So, there's that. Did he do squats? There's something there. I don't know if it's glutes or not, but there's something there. Here's going to be the back of the glutes and the back of the figure. You got the hamstrings on there, very muscle tone hamstrings on there. Here's going to be the back of the boot. Right, you can see the belt of the boot or whatever, the wrinkles on the boot right there, perfectly sculpted. Here's going to be the side of the boot, more wrinkle on it. Here's the feet, not much to it on the feet. Here's going to be the shins, more wrinkle on the bottom right here, just brown. The knees and the thighs. The thighs are very muscle toned. You can see the definition on here on the side. And something about the legs too, they look dirty, right? It look like a little sculpt of dirty. I don't know if my camera can pick it up. It's present. I don't know if my camera can. You can see it right there. Look at that right there. So there's a little bit of like light brown marks on it right here. Looks like it's just dirty, which I like. But yet, why is the legs dirty, but the boots are not? So, bit of a nitpick, but it is what it is. And here is going to be the belt, the really huge gray belt. Look at that buckle right there. But you can see a lot of separation on the belt right there. And the belt on there. Look at that. And yes, it is by design. It's kind of sideways on there, so you can't really adjust the belt. And so, overall, the figure itself, in terms of what it looks like, it's a nice looking figure. It is a bit of a downer, though, to be honest. One, the unmatching colors on the arms and jacket. Not a deal breaker, but for some, I can see some people not liking that. For me, it's fine. The deal breaker, of course, is going to be for some, is the whole faceplate. It doesn't sit as flush, but also the skin tone colors. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It just, again, once you see it, it's there. For me, does it bother it? For me, not really, because I don't really have it like this most of the time. Whenever I pose them, it's more of like angled like this, or you can't really tell too much about it. Also, with the faceplate, but it is present, it's there, and once you see it, again, you cannot unsee it. But apart from that, though, I think it's a cool looking figure. I'm glad I got Guy Gardner. Granted, this is the platinum one. I wanted the regular one, which I'll show an image to the right. But it is what it is, though, and so hopefully I get my Amazon pre-order and I get the regular one. So we'll see how that goes. But this figure itself, or this particular version of Guy Gardner, the platinum one, it looks good, man. I like it. I'm glad I got this figure. I wanted a Red Lantern Guy Gardner, but yeah, I didn't get that. So we'll see. Maybe McFarlane can make that before Mattel takes over or something. But anyways, this figure, yeah, man, cool looking figure, and I like it. I'm digging it. But of course, the main question is it really worth it? Should you go out and get this figure? For the price of $30 for what you're getting, I would say, yeah, I think it's a good looking figure. For the value for money, I think it's worth it. One, you get 2 different hairstyles, which I believe is a first for McFarlane. Then you get the 2 extra face plates with the 2 extra pair of hands and the lantern. And I gotta say, the sculpture design on Guy Gardner looks good. Granted, this is the platinum one. I wanted the original one, as I mentioned, but yeah. So for $30 for what you're paying, yeah, I would say it's a good deal if you can get this particular version of Guy Gardner for $30. Honestly, I wouldn't pay over $35. Anything above retail, even $35, I honestly think it's really worth it. Especially for that faceplate, because the whole faceplate colors, I mean, the skin tone colors on the head, yeah, it just, again, I don't want to repeat myself, but it's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, don't pay over retail or you know, pay scalper price on double or triple. I don't think it's really worth that much. But for $30, I would say, yeah, I think it's worth the price for $30. So overall, what do I give the Platinum Edition Guy Gardner? I give it a thumbs up for me. I'm glad I got this particular version. I wasn't hunting for it, but I figured, hey, if I get it, cool. If not, no big deal. Well, now I'm hunting for the regular one to see back there. So hopefully I can get the regular one. But this one, though, the Platinum, thumbs up for me, man. I like it. Is it a 10 out of 10? No, but it's a nice, solid Guy Gardner variant figure. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. This includes an overview of the Guy Gardner Collector's Edition Platinum Edition figure, and on to the next one.